Hey everyone, it's Brendan from Brendan's Travels, and today I am in the Petrified Forest in Arizona, and this is the Painted Desert Canyon. These hills were originally at sea level 200 million years ago, and now we are thousands of feet in the mountains. And it's pretty amazing what geology does over time. And here's another view of the canyon. It's quite a majestic painted desert. And here's another view from the other side of the park. So I'm walking along this little trail called the Painted Desert Rim Trail, and it overlooks the Painted Desert Canyon. And check out this view. Pretty amazing. And inside the park, there is the Painted Desert Inn, which is a National Historic Landmark, and it overlooks the Painted Desert Canyon. Very cool. So this is really cool. They have found tons of dinosaur skeletons in the Painted Desert Canyon here. Apparently they're from the late Triassic period, when this used to all be at sea level. Spectacular. And there's the RV over there. And this is Pintado Point, with some remarkably clear desert vistas. Supposedly you can see all the way to the San Francisco peaks. And there's another RV pulling up here. So basically that black line separates cliffs from two different geologic periods. On top is a layer between 5 to 8 million years old, and everything below that black rim is up to 225 million years old. Incredible. And you can also see some sand hills there that have been swept by wind. And this is the Windy Whippy Point, it's called. And as you can see, some of the clearest purest air in the whole United States, supposedly. You can see a couple 100 miles into the horizon there. And this is Lacey Point. The views are a little bit different. And I am now at famous Newspaper Rock. Let's go check it out.
It looks like a ring of a tree.
Yeah. Over there.
There's some more over here. See on this one? On the black part? You can see it's on here, but there's...
And this section of the national park is called teepees. Looks like there are a couple of teepees here rising from the desert. And now I'm at the aptly named Blue Mesa Overlook. As you can see, there's a bluish hue to a lot of the rock formations, especially some of those in the distance here. And I'm at another side of the park here, at another scenic overlook. The rock formations are really, really cool. And I'm at another overlook here. It's really indicative of all the different colors throughout the park. There's gray, purple, blue, pink, and even a greenish tint. And obviously you see a lot of red rust color from the clay and the sand that's native to the area here in Arizona. Is unique. The canyon is almost flat at the bottom. Very few hills like in the rest of the park. And as you can see over here, it's very hilly. And there's some cliffs. This part of the canyon is relatively peaceful and flat. The colors of the canyons are really amazing in this part of the park as well. You can see a lot of purple and dark gray and white and red. Very, very cool. And I'm now at a gate bridge. And this part of the park is known as Jasper Forest for all the petrified jasper trees that are around everywhere. I zoomed in here on a couple of great examples. But as you can see, they are literally all over the canyon. Along the drive, I also saw this geological feature and thought it was great enough to share. And I'm now walking through Crystal Forest with tons of petrified wood. colors are all pretty incredible. And these two rocks right here are a pretty good example of all the colors that you can see. And this petrified log is pretty amazing as well. Has some really nice dark colors to it and some really interesting features. And there's a ton of petrified wood all around this part of the park. Pretty interesting. I thought the colors on this piece were particularly appealing. And this is some more of Crystal Forest. About 225 million years ago, during the Triassic period, a floodplain existed here, littered with fallen trees. And over time, the silica-laden waters filtered the deposits and petrified the wood by encasing the tree's organic material with minerals, basically turning the wood into stone. Mother Nature is pretty amazing.